Yeah, so on May 27th, 28, 29, there was the Rogue Memorial Challenge.
It's JD.
And I'm Coach Andy.
And this is a short video of us taking the under-10s up to Medford.
Teams from our area have gone up to Medford for this tournament. Some of my earliest memories were...
And they've been playing together for about, what you'd say about...
Well, they had one tournament down in Santa Cruz.
And then futsal.
A lot of futsal, a lot of...
Outdoor season, spring season.
Yeah, and describe what they're...
So we're coming upon almost a year. These guys have been together about 10 months, you know, and some of the kids were playing together on rec teams or doing futsal together with Inside Sports and stuff like that.
So this is their second tournament. Here they're playing a Grants Pass team. You see they just got scored upon, but...
Found some scrimmages for this group. But mostly they did a lot of Corvair ball control exercises, 1v1, 2v1, small-sided games, and not a lot of uniform, organized referee, what I like to define as battle mode soccer for these guys. So,
quote unquote, we don't have one in this area, so we work a lot with Eel River Rapids out of Fortuna and AC Samoa, and then ourselves, we kind of believe in training and in-house games where if we don't have a game, we still get the kids together and we get them into battle mode, and we kind of try to make the sessions, the training, and the environment the most important part, because we do lack a lot of that competition. We can't focus on it.
Sure.
Yeah.
So I think the priorities are to give the kids a place to play. I think that's how Humboldt Soccer Academy came into existence, was just the idea of giving kids the opportunity to play. And then from there, we start working, like Andy said, in small-sided games. We like to do a lot of skill work, but they don't get a lot of games. So they come into this tournament up in Medford. This is their first competitive game, organized, official, since Santa Cruz. So
yeah, I mean, and what's great about this age is when we do play, you know, Del Norte, for instance, or Fortuna, or even AC Samoa, and you get maybe a linesman or a ref out there, it feels like a game to these young guys.
Sure.
But at the same time, when we come to a place like this and really play, and it's the uniforms and
the atmosphere,
it's, you know, it's just all of a sudden they're
exciting.
reminded. It's exciting, yeah.
It feels real.
And at the same time, we are not about the result. Like, we're really out here just to make sure the kids can compete and have a good time.
Absolutely. I think what we kept talking to the players about was we're looking for angled passes. That's a great goal.
It's about a strength that Humboldt County has is when we are united, the chemistry is huge, the support is huge, and it really allows players the opportunity to express themselves without fear, and love the game and love playing, and in this case, up in this tournament, to love competing and to love that battle mode structure.
Said just to love it and to have a chance here in our community to get exposed to a coaching environment and an environment that it makes them, you know, come together and be able to perform and have a good time.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, we can train in Humboldt until the cows come home, but until you really go out and get into these, quote, battle mode situations, you don't know what it feels like, tastes like, you know. So we were real impressed with the way the kids responded. Obviously, they played some high-level teams, and they played up to par and even above, you know, what our expectations were of them. I have to...
We can't control the field or the weather or the opponent. Our focus and motivation needs to come from encouraging our group to play their game, which is a technical passing and receiving game based on cooperation and game intelligence.
Time and everybody else's too, and so it's when we go to these places, we're making sure that we're communicating with the other coaches and making relationships, and our kids have sportsmanship and they're, you know, really respectful and appreciate all the other kids that they're playing against. And it's been really fun. And then in this particular tournament for us, regardless of, like I said, result, they actually are producing result-based soccer, which was exciting for them and the families too. So it's a win-win for everybody, because we're not so focused on that. You know, we can't be, we don't want to be, but we are focused on, you know, skill and quality. And then these guys come out all fired up, and they actually competed.
So coming up here is going to be Pedro's goal, which for me was the highlight of the tournament. This was a tough game. We're 1-1 right now. And right here comes Pedro's goal. This is, you know, 2 minutes left in the game.
Alexis working it from the right-hand side.
Through ball.
Feeds it through. Pedro, he's just a wicked left.
Last second goal. So the team was very excited about that. It turned out to be a very important goal for the team as far as them making it to the finals.
On the field, it's fun to watch players go into these competitive environments and respond with joy and laughter and fun, and a little bit of dancing here and there is okay.
Yeah, I mean, the cool thing is about these events is that they tend to be a little bit more of an adventure and a vacation for our kind of players. You know what I mean, JD? Like because we have to travel, and we're in the hotel, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal. So the angled pass back is what we're looking for, maybe. I like it. Great tip.
It was great to see the team get momentum from that first game and have an opportunity to really practice on their passing and receiving in the second game. There wasn't as much parity in the second game. I believe Humboldt finished 7-1. But the team stayed focused, had great sportsmanship, and most importantly, what I loved to see was them to take the opportunity to practice difficult things, which
trying to prove and show that more isn't better. It's just kind of focus, quality, and effort. And then these events kind of give them that understanding and that taste of a higher level kind of atmosphere where their kids are accustomed to battling all the time.
Sure, it's balance. They need to go here and see what it's like, and then they need to go into an environment where they can make mistakes and practice on their skills without the result being a consequence. I mean, obviously here, they're playing result-based soccer.
That was really cool.
Yeah, the second game there was less parity.
And I feel that these tournaments for the players is a lot about spending time in the pool and going miniature go-kart racing and spending time with each other at the hotel. And so this was a great first day for us at this tournament.
Red, record, REC for record, you're in.
It's a contract now, you said yes.
day 2, right?
Yeah, so the second day, we got to play this team. I think officially they're from Silver Springs, but
Which is Nevada.
Reno, Nevada.
This is a good game for us.
Yeah, Coach Andy got them real warmed up real well. The team was real positive, ready to play. They got a lot of time to spend at the pool the night before. So here we are.
Yeah, no, exactly. And let's see, there we go. We got Pedro running it again on the wing. Yeah, so as you can see, I mean, just what's really kind of neat is, oh, great, there it is, and it's done. They're getting a formula, these boys, aren't they, right? They know, they have this...
a lot of chemistry.
Players to solve soccer problems with technique and game intelligence rather than just aggression alone.
Their strengths, which is really fun to watch.
They're right where they need to be, so to speak. I mean, you start in the first stage of the curriculum is you with the ball. All these players have a relationship with the ball. Then as you start getting to this age of 9 and 10, you start sharing the ball.
Yeah.
And that's where they're at. They're sharing the ball with success. We're looking for the drop. We're looking for the back pass. They're starting to do that. Give and go decoys, overlap decoys. The game doesn't lie. The players play the way that they've been trained. So we spend a lot of time in the lab, so to speak.
Yeah.
And they're able to demonstrate their relationship with the game
And ultimately, what they can control, we repeat this over and over and over, is their focus and their effort. So, the way to handle pressure is to breathe, the nose breathing in through the nose, out through the nose, and to stay focused and to solve soccer problems, not through aggression, but through technique and effort.
The way they're coached, but these also are a bunch of little young players that really know what they love the ball.
Yeah,
prior to coming to this group, they had some dribble skills and they knew how to take people on and they had favorite players. They have it, and it's
to
very
your
coachable.
credit,
Very
Andy,
coachable.
without Humboldt Soccer Academy, they wouldn't have had these experiences. So, I mean, I think the goal of just giving players in Humboldt the opportunity to play and seeing where they go with it. I mean, we're not saying you have to go out to travel every weekend and you have to go to ODP and become a D1 player. What we're saying is we can do it too. Humboldt can do it too. Whatever they're doing down in Santa Rosa at the U.S. Development Academies, we can do as well.
Get back, let's go, come on. Switch it, Joe, this is you. Get there, Luke. Get there, Liam. Keep him there, closer. Get there, Liam. 1 minute, Jaguars, let's go, 1 minute. Get there, Joe, get there. Go.
That's a great ball, guys. That's how we play. That's how we play, guys.
It's what the cool thing is that how coachable some of these kids are. It's like really a privilege, And then what I think is happening is it really inspires the whole group. So it makes it when the kids show up that they're fired up to learn soccer. So we can actually do these really high level practices, training sessions with them, and they absorb it.
They come to play. I mean, you and I, we come to coach, and we're looking to develop them on an organic level, but they're looking to play. So if we can create the environment for them to actually play soccer, they're happy. And I think not only are they happy, people see their energy and they want a part of it. So it continues to attract new players, and the group is very welcome to that. Of course, we support soccer, so anybody who plays soccer, we're kind of on the same team. That's how we look at it.
Yeah, they got one on us. That was great. You look at it in these situations where, exactly, like we're here to get these players a chance to play and to grow and to figure out, especially at this age, like how far they want to take it too. You can't really force anything right now, so we're not, and it's really cool because these kids out here, like I said, they're playing for each other. They're having a good time. Is it what we got? PK right here.
Here's Pedro. It's PK. Solid.
Yeah.
joy to watch. Again, you know, it's about fun. It's about joy. It's about loving the game and giving players the opportunity to play. This kid right here, he loves the game. His cousins, his uncles, his dad, they all have a relationship with the game, and
Yeah, all of them right here.
he's dying to play.
Yeah. Well, and the greatest thing about some of this new, a high level coaching, modern coaching curriculum is all game based.
Yes.
So
game-based,
you can get
player-centered.
so much out of this stuff, and these kids don't, if you do it right, you know, and really figure out and get them in the flow, it's not even like you're really training a specific thing at all. They just think they're playing, you know?
Yeah.
Result-based World Cup type of competition. And so as coaches, our job is to stay calm and to keep players focusing on using technique and game intelligence to solve the game problems, and to stay focused the whole way through. It was great to see us continue to get opportunities on the counterattack, building from behind, from the back, even with our goalkeeper throwing it out wide, playing it in the middle, finding a third man run for a chance. Our goalkeeper came up with this great save, but the video doesn't do the game justice. The other team was generating a lot of chances, and it was a true battle.
Yeah, that was great.
That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Shoot.
Well, and you know, like I said, once again, these guys, they all came on this adventure, and that's what's cool about this Nevada team too. For them, it's the same thing. They drove hours to come and play, and there's a lot of clubs like ours. We're grassroots, smaller town clubs that are trying to assure that their kids have an opportunity to maybe take their soccer to a slight other level than is going to be offered at the local recreational program. And then in our particular case, it's like the players and the families are being attracted to each other. It's not even it's not a soliciting thing at all. It's that actually these kids and these people want to come together and play some soccer, you know, and that's kind of...
Got it.
And so now the players feel great relief, again, from the result. And they get by this game and are headed toward the final.
So yeah, we got to the final Monday morning. Pretty exciting.
And the cool thing at this point with the kids, as they get scored on right away, and I was going to say, is we were so proud of their effort and where everything went that it didn't matter. Like, there was no way for them to be a loser, even if the result meant that they got scored on more in this game, because they had got there, you know, which is beyond expectation, and we're really proud of them, you know. At this point, so for us, we're just like, hey, you know, play hard, have fun, accept what's going to happen, you know, let it, you know, maybe as coaches we'll keep talking.
They're used to this environment. Our guys are under a lot of pressure right now, but they settle down after they got by that first goal, and they start focusing.
You let people be who they're going to be, and
Sure.
And honestly, the ref does the game. That's what they're there for, and
their game, and not get distracted by the physicality of the other team,
or bad ref calls,
or bad referees, or the
like such like that, like
this.
this. So in that incident, for instance, you know, your kid just...
We knew that it was difficult, and it was hot, and there was a lot of things that we couldn't control.
Yeah.
But what we could control was trying to focus on our game. So here we see we're trying to play the ball out of the back. So they're shell-shocked, right?
Yeah, a little bit, right, because they're in a situation where these kids are okay to play with this physicality. The parents, the coaches, everybody supports it, and we're sort of not supporting in a way. We're going skill-based, like almost futsal style, and then in this moment of battle mode, we're saying, hey, get tough, boys, you know?
Right.
And so it's one of those situations where our boys have to get used to playing at that level where at home they're maybe taught that that's not necessarily the way to play, you know. But
Absolutely.
that's a learning curve. That's something that we're here to.
So when you
they go down 2-0 or something,
Sure.
and all of a sudden this kid thought that that's what he wanted to do that day, and actually it has nothing to do with it. Where another child responds well to it and is okay with it, and these are the things that we're completely acceptable. Great goal, right? So these guys bounce back and they're fine. And then we as coaches, we're like, hey, we're going to sit here, and if you guys get slaughtered 7-0, we're not going to care. We're proud of you for being out here, right? But
we're going to fill their emotional tanks no matter what. But here we are. We're in a final. It's
Competing.
intense. We went down 2 goals. We came back 1 goal here.
Nice
beautiful,
volley.
Beautiful assist, honestly.
Just effort. Just
Julian.
effort from Julian. Effort. Yeah, and
absolutely.
skill, too.
And they volley and shot.
And the red team was watching soccer, which is something a lot of kids do. So we just got one back on them for a similar thing that happened to us sometimes. Sometimes you just.
So I think the team learned a lot from this experience, and the only way you can learn is through experience. So here it was on this call. It felt like they had 2 chances, they got 2 goals. They got 3 chances, they got 3 goals. But soccer is a beautiful game. We start the second half. The first play of the second half, we get a goal here.
Nice. Julian takes the dribble through 2 players, and he breaks through still, and hits it into the left. At that point, I was actually juggling 2 games because my older boys were playing in the final against a Corning team, and I was kind of running back and forth, and I'm not. I didn't take too much of. Well, no, and again, the thing about these guys is Julian's celebration last there would be almost, him celebrating him playing through that physicality that they're not used to all the time, and so it's these moments that's fun to see revealed with these guys and see them, play to that level and not necessarily give up, because they can have a game easily too where that doesn't necessarily work out the same way. And so it's one of those things where these are big moments for our boys, where some of these moments for necessarily some of the teams we play are another tournament, another game,
And it's ultimately it's experience and learning from the experience and what the experience has given you. We don't have this opportunity to have 40, 50 fans watching us play, dressed up, referees. So this is a privilege.
Be ready, Daniel. Be ready. Be ready.
Yeah, and the boys are definitely they took their opportunity and they had a good time this tournament.
Great goal, tied up 3-3. This is the moment we made a big mistake. We were in shock that we got back into this game, and I feel like hindsight being 2020, we could have sealed this game up by being more pragmatic, conservative,
Staying behind the ball.
disciplined, and delay mode, take this game into PKs. But as you see here, we allow 1 easy pass, 2 easy passes, time on the ball for a good player to make a cut and shot, and we got burned on that, and that's the lesson the team learned is when are you most vulnerable to get scored on is right after you score a goal.
Yeah, definitely.
More chances than us, but you would have to say as underdogs,
I didn't see the game.
We played a more beautiful passing and receiving game, and generated a lot of great chances ourselves. So it was a difficult final to lose, but it's one of those games where you lose and you learn, and I feel like it was necessary for us to go to this final, to have this experience, to learn the lessons that we learned as coaches and as players and as a group. And we finished this game with the utmost respect for Ashland, and had a great time at the tournament.
And this is these are the situations that you can also see. Now we have this group of kids, and they're pressing. They're trying to make up for that one moment that happened, and they're actually getting their chances. So that makes us proud because we just want to see them keep playing. Win or lose, just have fun playing.
Yeah, and this moment is not an ends to a means. Hopefully, after this game on the way to the parking lot, they get some good touches on the ball. Let alone next week back at home in Humboldt, when they're back in the lab, so to speak, they get some good moments on the ball. So, they lost this battle, and they were happy to get there.
But again, still chewing on their medal.